Hello, welcome to Lab 6. So for Lab 6, we are continuing with VLOOKUP. I'm going to take this content from here, Control C, open a new sheet, and I'm going to rename the sheet as Lab 6. And here I'm going to paste the contents here. So I saved some time. If you want to make the columns bigger, the way to adjust is by selecting here and adjusting the size here. If you want these columns to be a bit more thinner, you could select it and double click here, and three columns will adjust together. Now in this case we have got the French mark. We applied the VLOOKUP formula, and let me get the total mark, and the total mark is equal to sum of all this is the total mark. If I want to get the percentage, I could do this is equal to this divided by 300, and I get 0.74. If I multiply by 100, I'll get the percentage 74.33, and I get the percentage. Now the reason many people are getting less marks is also because there was 0 for these people. So to make it a bit more effective, I'm going to give them, instead of 0, a default mark of 60. Okay, so now when I pull it down, these zeros will get turned to 60, and now our marks are a bit more realistic. Okay, now suppose I want to give a grade to these people, let's say A, B, C, D grade, and the A, B, C, D grade depends upon a particular criteria. What is the criteria? The criteria could be that all those who get 40 and above are considered third class. All those who get 50 and above are considered second class. All those who get 60 and above are considered first class. And all those who get above 75 is considered distinction. So let's say this is the way we want to give them grades. How do I apply this grade on each of this percentage? So somehow I need to apply the grade. So I will use again VLOOKUP again. I will say is equal to VLOOKUP. What do I look up? I don't look up the roll number this time. I will look up this percentage value of 74. Yes. Where do I look up? In this box. Now please note, whatever you look up, suppose I'm looking up the percentage, it should be the first column in the red box. In the case of roll number and French, the roll number was the first column. In the case of grade, these numbers are the first column, the English words are the second column. Now again the column index is 2, and this time students, should I take approximate match or should I take exact match? If somebody has 45, should we consider him to have got third class? So we will approximately take 40. Okay, so now we will say yes, approximate match. I close this. And when I pull it down, like last time, you will notice there are NAs happening. So what we really need to do is, we need to put a dollar after I and before 7, $I7, J $10. And now when I pull it down, the grades are there. Distinction has been given to somebody who has got above 75. Okay. Now we have to be very careful. How did we actually give this thing? We have to test whether it really works. So let's try to get somebody who has got exactly 40% marks. So let's say roll number 5, Rishi Bhatt. We'll give him 40 here. We'll give him 40 here. And here also we'll give him 40. So his mark has become 40. 40 has been graded as third class, which is what it is. Now what if it was 39? So let's reduce this mark and make it 35. Now you see 38.333 has come as not applicable because we haven't defined anybody who gets less than 40. What should we give that person the grade? So we should ideally start from 0 and say fail. From 0 to 40 is fail, and then 40 onwards we can consider it as pass. We'll do one more testing. We'll make all of these 60 and let us see whether it becomes first class. So roll number 5, we made this 60, we made this 60, and we made this 60. The overall mark became 60 and the first class is there. If it is 61, still it's first class. So our logic is working here, but we do need to test it. There's a good chance sometimes an error creeps in without us realizing. So let's see this code again. This is similar to last time. We have a VLOOKUP function. We selected the percentage G2 and then we selected the red box, the grade. We set the column to be 2, and the only difference here is last time we had set false, here we have set true. And below here the syntax is given. You could use the help by clicking on this question mark sign and then searching for VLOOKUP's help. It gives you a good idea of what all other scenarios we can use VLOOKUP for. I have shown you 2 cases where we were merging something or we were calculating the grade. So with that we come to the end of lab 6. In a later video I will share how we use HLOOKUP, and H means horizontal lookup. Here we did V, which means a vertical lookup. The data was organized in a vertical manner. If our data is organized in a horizontal manner, then I will need to use a HLOOKUP. So thank you students. Do try out both lab 5 and lab 6 to understand VLOOKUP very well. Thank you.